today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's been a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the third overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Hunt. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Lance. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Second and 5 now. Fields, flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in there by Cooks. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play fake, now Fields to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
On 1st down, Lance. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Deontay Harris. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From midfield, here's Lance. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And Lance going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, it's Lance. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. So we've come upon halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On second down, it's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From just shy of midfield, Fields goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Lance. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd and 12, Lance finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap. Fields going deep for Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt, 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
On 4th down, Fields got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a dump off here complete. Power running by Zeke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lance. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Lance now on 1st down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Throwing now is Lance. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Houston, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.